Welcome to the Lotus Goddess Divine Love. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome back everyone, and welcome if you're new to my channel. I do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Journey Charm readings. Let's begin, and just keep in mind that this is a general reading. So if this doesn't resonate, that's okay. You can have a look at one of my other readings. These readings are timeless. Somebody made an unfair decision. I see here, unfair decision about love. They're not happy about it. They made an This has to do with you, Divine Feminine. This Divine Masculine is aware that they were unfair to you. They are aware that the decision that they made was not from the heart. It was not something that they really felt was the right decision that they were making at the time. This masculine didn't make the decision from the heart. I see here that they put their feelings, emotions aside when they made the decision to not be in the relationship or connection with you when you two went into separation. I see here this masculine may have chosen material world. I see material gain, money, something about popularity, appearance, reputation, to build their reputation. There's something about Divine Feminine and the divine. So I see Divine Feminine and the divine. There was times when there could have been reunion, there could have been a reconnect, because the connection is very strong. You two have a very strong connection bond here. But this Divine Masculine did not restore the connection. But I see here the divine gave opportunities to Divine Masculine to bring union, to restore the connection, to reintroduce Divine Masculine into Divine Feminine's life. But Divine Masculine chose not to take it. I see here because of that, Divine Masculine is like, the choice that this Divine Masculine made, in order for this Divine Masculine to see that they could have had I feel, better life, better opportunity, growth. There's something about this choice that this Divine Masculine made. It's like the divine wanted to show Divine Masculine, is like, okay, you made this choice. Now we want you to see what will happen from, it's like what is meant for you when you made this choice. It's like you imagine that you're going to have this, for example, say if this Divine Masculine imagined to have a huge house, right? It's like, I made this choice not to be with Divine Feminine because I want this huge house. So Divine Masculine takes this other opportunity, whether it be another relationship, another person, another city, a job, whatever choice that this masculine made, right? So they had you on one hand, Divine Feminine, the union, and they had this choice to be with this material thing, whatever it is connected to, whether it be a person, place, a thing, okay? It's like they imagine to have this huge house. I've made this decision to not be with Divine Feminine because I want this big house. So when they chose this other thing, the divine is like, okay, this is what you chose. We're showing you Divine Feminine. This is the connection, divine connection, but you have chosen this, right? Free will. You chose this. You want this big house? Fine. So Divine Masculine has this big house, but then there's other things that come along with it. I see here that Divine Masculine pursued something else where they thought they would have the dream, that they would have this fulfilling lifestyle, things of the material. I see here material gain or worth, something having to do with popularity, transforming their life, money, material stuff, luxury. So just take it as it resonates. There's different things here that has to do with the material world. They thought this would be their wish fulfillment. This would be the thing that they desired, that they wanted, the life that they wanted. They thought this was their heart's desire, right? But this was more of like going for something out of impulse because it felt good at the time. This is an opportunity they thought that they had. It's like, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. This is something that will fulfill my happiness, my what I feel will bring me joy. But when they went to this other thing, this choice that they made, they may have obtained some things of the material that they wanted, but there were other things that are attached to it. I see here strong attachments, some things that kept this divine masculine stuck. I see here some kind of stuck energy that was, let's just say that they traded their peace, they traded their happiness, they traded their love for self, they traded their true heart's desire. So what it was placed within them, the soul desire, for the material. They're not happy. Wherever they're at, they're not happy. This masculine, they wish that they knew what they had with you. They wish that they knew that the decision that they were making was not what I feel like what they truly desired. They didn't even know. I feel like they didn't even know. They were attracted to the glitz, the glamour, the shiny, what's shiny, sparkly. They didn't see what was before them. They saw divine feminine as simplicity, simple. Because of your purity, because of who you are, I feel the humbleness in you. They overlooked you, divine feminine. But there's nothing you could have done. You were just being you. I feel like you were just being you. You were being your authentic self, though you were also growing at that time. I feel like you are aware of some of the things maybe you may have said that you now look back and you think, oh, I should have maybe handled things a little bit differently. But, that's fine, right? You were also growing. You have grown a lot, divine feminine. I mean, we all say things that we later think about and we're like, oh, we should have maybe handled it differently, or I should have, assessed the situation a little bit differently. But you did what you felt at that time. Genuinely, you did what you felt was right at that time, right? It was a different time. It was a different situation. The dynamic, the connection with you and masculine was different at that time, energetically as well, right? So what you did at that moment, it's fine, right? We all learn, we all grow. We cannot change the past, but who you are now, you see things differently. You learn from your own mistakes as well as divine masculine's mistakes, right? We can all learn from masculine's mistakes, but we also learn from our own mistakes as well, right? But I wouldn't consider some things as mistakes. Like, those are learning opportunities, right? We all grow, we all learn from what we have said or done, right? So I see it as a little bit of equal give and take. Some situations, there was maybe, if there was a disagreement, arguments, things were said, that is done, right? That's past, let it go, right? But I see something about this divine masculine. They really regret not seeing you for who you were, because you were very, I feel like, you you were very honest with this person, even if it didn't sound good. You may have said it in a nice way. You made the things that you made the truth, even if it didn't sound good, you made it sound good. So, like, say if this divine masculine, um, say if there's a certain kind of way this divine masculine expresses themselves that you feel like they can improve on that. So you said it in a good way for their benefit, right? It's like, oh, sometimes I notice when you speak to, like, say if you went to a restaurant, right? And the waiter comes by, and say if there was a way that the divine masculine addressed the waiter, and you notice like, oh, maybe like I should let divine masculine know, like, there's another way of saying certain things. And masculine may have not been aware of like the way that they say it, but you had a certain way of expressing yourself to make it sound better, to make them learn without making them feel offended by it. So these are the qualities I see that the divine masculine is starting to recognize within you, that I wish I had known divine feminine better. They were humble, they were honest, even when they spoke the truth. They told me in a way that made me grow, that made me learn by putting my feelings in consideration. And I see here that they don't blame you. They don't really blame themselves. They also see themselves as, yeah, that time even I didn't really understand about me or about the situation. They see the connection as a learning experience. They see your past as they see the past as you two were still growing together, and even when you're apart you still grow together. Like, they see you two as still connected, but they really wish that they had recognized you then. But they know that no matter how it played out in the past, no matter what they had tried to do, or if they had tried to change things, if they can relive that past again, they feel like they still wouldn't have been able to see you for who you were, because their energy, their focus, their intentions, and I feel like their aim was something else. They were distracted, and because of that distraction, they could not see the beauty within you and the connection. The timing was not right. They were not ready. You were also not ready. You were growing as well too, divine feminine. Some of you may not want to admit it, but the timing wasn't right for you as well, right? Because, to be honest with yourself. If you see yourself how you are now and how you were 10 years ago, your way of thinking, the way you used to handle things, the way you used to respond, the way you used to analyze, it's changed. You've grown. You've spiritually evolved a lot as well. You have more clarity, you have more insight, you can see things from different perspectives. You have this intuitive knowing. Your senses have heightened, right? Before, maybe it would have taken you time to sense certain things. Now it's like your body gets tingly. You feel that gut feeling, your intuition tells you, your radar goes off. You know. You've grown, right? This is what the journey is. Where you started, that was like the baby steps. That was like the beginning. That was the start. And you're still growing. You're still evolving. You may feel like I'm the queen now, right? You may feel like I've made it. But even the queen, like, as that energy, right? As you step into that power of your higher potential, right? Your the greatest version of yourself, you still inspire to be greater than. You still inspire to be better than yourself, right? There's still that feeling that I can learn more, I can evolve more, I can be, and at the same time, you remain humble, right? Because there are times when it is possible when you start to grow, you start to evolve, and there are times where the ego might kick in. This is a different topic, but I'll just briefly mention it. There are times when you may evolve and the ego might kick in, right? That is like, oh, people around me, they don't understand. That's the ego talking, right? You need to still remain grounded. You may touch the sky, but your feet still need to remain on the ground. Being in that balance, right? It's like living in the 3D, but you're still connected to the divine. You need to have that balance between the two, right? So balance is important. And this divine masculine is starting to feel what they need to feel because they need to reflect on the decisions, the choices that they made in the past. How did it affect the connection itself? And also because their aim, their focus was on something that is of the material. It's like, how long is that going to last for? How many times are you going to be chasing over something that is of the material world, like material, material, material? And then you still don't feel satisfied. You still don't feel complete. You still don't feel happiness. You still feel like there's something missing. What will it take for this divine masculine to realize that love, happiness, it starts within first, is true fulfillment? And the rest can follow. It's okay to admire certain things. It's okay for me to like this plant, this this plant over here. It's okay for me to like this, right? But that's not going to be my focus. That's not going to be my that's not going to bring me true happiness, this plastic plant over here. Right? It's okay to like certain things, but your true fulfillment, your true, I feel like being in that, being satisfied is being whole, being fulfilled within first. Having that happiness, the joy, the love, the peace. Peace is so important. Peace is so important within. And at the same time, remaining on the ground, being humble, right? Being connected to the divine, having that connection with the divine, knowing that what is greater than, what is the greatest thing? That is the divine, God. That is the greatest thing. And having that love, that connection with the divine, that is the greatest thing. Because remember, we are soul beings living a human experience. We are a soul being that has come in this human form, right? It's not the other way around that we are a body with the soul. We are a soul with the human form. We've taken this form, but the soul is eternal. So this divine masculine, learning about the difference between the two, detaching themselves from the material things that they were focused on, and recognizing that the love within them, the peace, the harmony, the balance is important, and seeing the love and harmony, the peace, the balance within their divine feminine. These are some of the things that this divine masculine will start really thinking about. And I feel like it will come as a shock because I see her, the more inner work that this divine masculine does, the more shocking it becomes. It's like, wow, what kind of, it's like opening their eyes for the first time. It's like, what have I been doing all this time? So this is the reading for today. I hope you like this reading. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below. And thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye.